Stop everything you are doing right now, before your thumb moves, before your eyes drift away. I need you to hear me. You did not arrive at this moment by chance. You did not stumble onto this video by accident. It was I, your Heavenly Father, who brought you here to this exact second, to this exact image of a house and an agreement that carries a meaning far greater than walls, ink, or paper. Listen carefully, my child. Something enormous is moving in the spiritual realm right now, and it is moving in your name. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins right here. I am the Lord your God. I am the one who placed the stars in their positions and breathed life into every living thing. I am the one who sees every sparrow that falls and counts every hair on your head, and I am the one who sees you fully, completely, without a single hidden corner of your heart concealed from my sight. I know what you have been carrying. I know what this image means to you, and I have something urgent to say. Stay with me, my beloved. Every word I am about to speak was prepared for you before you were born. I saw you, my child. I saw you when you sat alone at night, staring at numbers that did not add up, trying to build a future with hands that felt empty. I saw you when you calculated what stability would cost, and quietly told yourself it was too far away. I saw when you smiled to hide the exhaustion. I saw when your voice was steady in front of others, but your heart was trembling behind closed doors. I saw when you looked at a house, at an address, at a place that belonged to someone else, and you whispered to yourself, someday I will stop moving. Someday I will stop bracing for the next disruption. Someday I will wake up in a place that is mine, truly mine, and finally exhale without looking over my shoulder. I saw that prayer, my child, even when you did not call it a prayer, even when it was just a quiet ache in your chest before you fell asleep. I received every word. Not one of them fell to the ground unheard. I saw when you felt like the door was closing before you even reached it. I saw when opportunity seemed to belong to everyone else, when stability looked like it was moving further away, no matter how hard you worked. I saw when you questioned whether you were making the right decisions, whether your timing was wrong, whether your prayers were being answered or falling into silence. I saw when you prayed in the early morning hours when no one else was awake. I saw when you cried in the shower so no one would hear. I saw when you got up anyway, kept moving anyway, kept believing anyway, even when every circumstance told you there was no reason to keep hoping. I saw all of it every single moment. And I want you to know something before we go any further. Not one moment was wasted. Not one night of uncertainty. Not one prayer breathed in exhaustion. Not one day you pressed forward when you wanted to stop. Every single step you took in faith, no matter how small, no matter how shaking, was recorded. It was counted. It was precious to me. You did not give up. That is why I am speaking to you today. Others turned back. Others walked away from the promise when the pressure grew. But you, my child, you stayed. Even when your faith was barely a flicker, you protected it. Even when doubts surrounded you on every side, you held on to something deep inside that told you it was not over. That voice, that stubborn, quiet certainty that refused to let go. That was me. I was the one anchoring you when everything else tried to pull you loose. You have endured things in silence that others would not have survived. You have carried weight that was never meant to be carried alone. And because of your faithfulness, even in your weakness, I am here today to tell you that the season of carrying is ending. A new season is beginning. And it begins with this moment right here, right now. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is already closer than you think. Now I need to tell you something that most people are never shown. I need to pull back the curtain and let you see what has truly been happening behind everything you have experienced. There is an enemy, my child. There are forces in the spiritual realm that have been working against your destiny. Not because you are weak, not because you did something wrong, but because of what is written over your life, because of the blessing that already has your name on it. Your name. I want you to understand the weight of those two words. Your name is not just a label given to you by your parents. Your name is a declaration. Your name is recorded in a place the enemy cannot erase. Your name is spoken in the courts of heaven, and attached to your name is a promise, a deed, a spiritual inheritance that was prepared for you before you ever drew your first breath. The enemy knows what your name is connected to. The enemy sees the blessing that has been assigned to your name. And for a long time, he has been working to make you believe it was not real. He has been working through delay, through confusion, through closed doors and unanswered prayers that seemed to pile up until you started wondering whether you had simply been mistaken about what God promised you. But let me be clear, my child. Delay is not denial. A locked door is not a final answer. The enemy is not more powerful than my word. And my word says that what I have prepared for you will come. It will not be late. It will not arrive at the wrong moment. It will arrive at the exact moment I ordained. And when it does, every delay will make sense. The enemy sent jealousy against you. Words were spoken over your name by people who did not want to see you rise. Curses were released into your atmosphere by those who felt threatened by what they saw growing in you. Spiritual interference was planted at the door of your breakthrough to make you feel like the blessing was for someone else. But hear me, my beloved. No weapon formed against your name shall prosper. Every assignment sent against your destiny has an expiration date, and that date is arriving. Your name is not forgotten. Your name is not buried. Your name is alive in the place where all blessings originate, and I am releasing what belongs to your name right now. There is more. I need you to understand what I have been doing on your behalf while the enemy was working against you. While you were praying, I was not silent. While you were waiting, I was not still. I have been moving precisely, strategically, behind every wall that blocked your sight. Angels have been taking their positions in your situation. Orders have been given in the spiritual realm that the enemy cannot countermand. Doors that were sealed have been receiving my key. Meetings are being arranged on your behalf in places you cannot yet see. Connections are being aligned. Resources are being redirected toward your name. The house, the agreement, the stability you have been waiting for, it is not moving away from you. It is moving toward you. Right now, as you hear these words, something is shifting. Can you feel it, my child? That weight you carry is beginning to lift. That is not your imagination. That is the hand of heaven adjusting your atmosphere. I also need to explain something about the people who have left your life. Not every departure was loss. Some exits were divine pruning. Some relationships carried energy that was incompatible with the blessing I was preparing to release over your name. Not everyone can walk with you to the next level. Not everyone was meant to see what I am about to do in your life. Some people were removed because I love you too much to let the wrong atmosphere contaminate your breakthrough. The loneliness you felt in those seasons was real. I am not minimizing it, but the pruning was purposeful. I was creating space for what is coming. I was purifying the atmosphere around you. I was aligning you with the people, the connections, and the environment that matches the blessing I have written over your name. Your time of preparation is not over yet, but it is closing, and the closing of preparation always looks like the opening of manifestation. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you, and it is already taking visible shape. Hear me now, my child. I am the Lord your God, and I am making declarations over your life today that the enemy cannot reverse. I am releasing a blessing of stability into your life. The instability, the constant uncertainty, the feeling that the ground beneath you might shift at any moment. That season is ending. I am establishing your foundation. I am anchoring your future. I am giving you ground that does not move, roots that go deep, and a place where your life can finally build without constant fear of collapse. I am releasing unexpected provision. Money that you did not plan for, resources that will arrive from directions you were not watching. Favor with people you have not yet met. Open doors in places where doors were previously closed. I am not just filling your need, I am exceeding it. I am releasing overflow so that you become a source for others, not just a recipient for yourself. I am releasing healing. Wounds that were left open by betrayal, disappointment, and years of uncertainty, I am closing them. Scars that defined how you saw yourself, I am rewriting what they mean. What the enemy designed as proof that you were forgotten, I am transforming into a testimony that proves you are being prepared. Your pain has not been pointless. Your healing will become someone else's map. I am releasing the blessing of ownership over your name. The place you have prayed for, the agreement you have imagined signing, the address that would finally make the word home mean something permanent. I am releasing that toward your life. It is coming. It is already moving, and when it arrives, you will know immediately that it was not luck. You will know it was me, fulfilling exactly what I promised. I am releasing divine connections, people who carry resources you need, wisdom that will accelerate your path, relationships that are covenantal rather than seasonal. These connections are being arranged. Some are already near you, some are on their way, but they are coming into your life with my full authorization, and what they carry is meant specifically for your name. Your inheritance is real, my child. It was not imaginary. It was not wishful thinking. Your inheritance has your name written on it, in a place the enemy cannot access. And I am now serving notice that the time of delay is over. The legal process in the spiritual realm has concluded. Judgment has been rendered in your favor, and what belongs to your name is being released. I am giving back with interest what was stolen from you, years that felt wasted. I am restoring them, opportunities that seemed missed. I am replacing them with better ones. Trust that was broken, I am rebuilding it on a stronger foundation. What the enemy took from your life, I am multiplying on the way back to you. You will not just be returned to where you were before. You will be elevated beyond where the enemy tried to keep you. Your family will feel this blessing, my child. It will not stop with you. What I am releasing over your name carries a generational quality. Your children will inherit what you are stepping into today. The next generation connected to your name will begin from a higher place because of the ground you are claiming right now. This is not just about your house. This is about your legacy. This is about your bloodline. This is about what your name means to those who come after you. The people who doubted you will witness what I am doing. Those who whispered that your dreams were too large, that your faith was misplaced, that you were foolish for hoping, they will have to stand and acknowledge that it was God, not luck, not coincidence, not your own cleverness. It was me, the Lord your God, who turned your situation around. Your vindication is coming, and it will be public, and it will be undeniable. Now understand this about timing. I do not work by accident. Every moment of your waiting was calculated. The delays you endured were not failures in my plan. They were part of it. The ground I am about to stand you on needed to be prepared before you arrived. The people who needed to be moved into position needed time to get there. The resources that are being redirected toward you needed to travel from where they were stored. But now, my child, now the preparation is complete. Now the season is turning. Now is the time when clarity finally agrees with your readiness. I am not keeping you in uncertainty any longer. This is your moment. This is your window. This is the threshold where someday is being replaced by now. It is happening. Even as you hear these words, it is moving. Even as you stand in the same place you stood before this moment, something has shifted in the spiritual realm, and that shift will produce visible results in your physical world. Watch for it, expect it, receive it with open hands and a settled heart. Write the number 1111 in the comments right now, my child. Write it as your declaration of agreement with what heaven is releasing over your name today. This is not a ritual. This is not a formula. It is simply a moment of alignment where your voice joins with what I am already doing on your behalf. Write 1111 and receive this blessing with all your faith. Do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. And it is the life you stopped believing was possible. My child, you have come this far, and I want you to know that reaching this point means something. It means your spirit recognized something real in these words. It means the hunger for what I am promising is still alive in you. That hunger is not a sign of lack. That hunger is a sign of readiness. Now I need you to do something, not because your blessing depends on it, but because this is a moment of declaration, and declarations carry weight in the spiritual realm. If these words have touched something real in your heart today, if you feel that what you heard was not random, reach out and touch the like button on this video right now. I am not asking you for something small. I am asking you to make a declaration. When you press that button, you are saying, I receive this. I believe this is for me. I am not letting this moment pass without responding to what I heard. That small action is a seed of faith, and I honor every seed planted in faith. Go now and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. You already know who came to your mind while you were listening. You already know the name, the face, the person whose situation mirrors what was spoken here. Do not keep this word to yourself. When you become the vessel that delivers what I have spoken to someone else, you are not just being generous, you are multiplying your own blessing. What you sow into the life of another person returns to you in a measure you cannot calculate on your own. Share this with that person now. Do not wait until tomorrow. Do not say later. The urgency you feel is not pressure, it is purpose. I want to speak to you about something that is simple but carries great significance. At the top of this page, there is a pinned comment. I want you to go there. Not because you are required to, not because you owe anyone anything, but because every life of faith is built on seeds, and a seed that is planted in generosity always produces fruit that outlasts the moment of planting. If something you heard today landed in your spirit as true, as a word spoken directly to your name, consider sowing a blessing in that pinned comment. It does not need to be large. It does not need to match anyone else. This is between you and me, your God, who sees what is given in secret and repays it openly. Giving is never compulsion. I am not demanding anything from you, but I want you to understand what a seed truly is. A seed is not just money. A seed is a declaration about the future. When you plant a seed, you are saying, I believe there is a harvest coming. I believe I am not at the end. I believe I am at a beginning. I believe that what I release from my hand will return to me multiplied. Plant this seed not just for yourself. Plant it for your children. Plant it for the people who will carry your name forward into generations you will never see in this life. Plant it for your family members who are waiting for a shift in their own situations. What you sow today does not die in the ground. It lives, it grows, and it produces a harvest, not just in your season, but in the season of those who come after you. If you sow today, do it with a quiet, settled faith. Do it knowing that I see every seed. Do it knowing that nothing given in my name falls to the ground without purpose. And then let it go. Let the seed do what seeds are designed to do. Trust the soil, trust the season, trust the God who made both. Do not skip this moment. This is not a distraction from the blessing. This is part of the blessing. Generosity is never a departure from receiving. It is always the door that receiving walks through. My child, remain with me for just a few more moments. I want to close this time with something you can carry forward. You came to this moment in a particular state. You were carrying a particular weight. You were standing in a particular uncertainty. And I spoke over your name specifically, intentionally, not by accident. What you heard today is not just a message. It is a covenant word. It does not return to me empty. It lands in your life, and it produces exactly what I sent it to produce. You will see this. You will look back on this moment, and you will understand why I brought you here at this exact time. You will see the connection between what was spoken today and what manifests in your life in the days ahead. The house, the agreement, the stability, the sense that you finally belong somewhere permanent. These are not fantasies, my child. They are destinations. And you are not standing at the beginning of a long, uncertain road. You are standing at the threshold of arrival. I bless your family. I bless your home, the one you are in now and the one that is coming. I bless your finances with multiplication and freedom from lack. I bless your body with healing and strength. I bless your name with restoration, with honor, and with a testimony that becomes a light for everyone watching your life. I bless the next generation connected to your name. I bless your children and your children's children with a foundation that does not shake. I bless your bloodline with a break from every pattern of instability, lack, and fear that tried to run through your family. What I am releasing today does not stop at you. It flows forward in time, touching people who have not yet been born, securing a future that your faithfulness today is helping to build. The enemy has no authority over what I have sealed with my word. Every assignment, every curse, every word spoken against your name by jealous or wounded people, I am breaking their power over your life right now. You are stepping forward from this moment with a clean atmosphere. You are stepping forward with heaven's wind at your back. You are not going back to doubt. You are not returning to the version of yourself that believed the blessing was for everyone else. That person is being left behind. Who you are becoming is someone who stands on ground that does not shift, who plans with confidence, who builds with patience, and who gives with the freedom that only comes from knowing the source is unlimited. I am the Lord your God. I am the Ancient of Days. I am the God of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob. I am the one who calls things that are not as though they are. I am the one who brought you here today, and the word I have spoken over your name will accomplish everything I sent it to accomplish. This is not the end of a video. This is the beginning of a new chapter in your life. Do not skip what I said to you today. Stay in faith through everything that comes next. Something huge is waiting for you, my child, and it is not far away. It is already yours.